We got to support our body's natural ability to adapt, heal, and repair. How do we do that? Sleep. Sleep is really key. Really good quality sleep downregulates NF-κB, right? Downregulates all the inflammatory cycles in our body and triggers hormones like human growth hormone, which signal healing, which really start to repair tissues, repair the overall structure of our body, whether it's our gut, whether it's our muscle tissue, things that have been damaged. HGH, human growth hormone, really helps trigger the repair process there. So that's key. We get a large amount of HGH while we're sleeping, particularly if our circadian rhythm is balanced and functioning well. Proper light exposure, sunlight, getting good sun exposure helps downregulate NF-κB, helps, of course, increase vitamin D. Vitamin D is this really powerful, what we call prohormone. It shouldn't even be labeled a vitamin, but it has really powerful anti-inflammatory effects, or what we call immune modulating effects. So I say anti-inflammatory because if we have a high firing inflammatory process, an immune modulator or immune balancer will bring inflammation down. If we're not producing inflammation, and we should be, it will bring it up in order to get rid of pathogens, in order to allow our body to be able to adapt and heal. So it's an immune modulator. So getting good sun exposure, things like red light or infrared therapy can be really helpful here. That helps downregulate NF-κB, downregulate inflammation. So getting the proper light exposure, very important. Movement, just moving your body. Your muscles release something called myokines. Myokines have been shown to downregulate NF-κB throughout the whole body. So going out and just taking a walk, super critical for downregulating this inflammatory cascade. If you're just laying around, you're sedentary, you're actually doing your body worse favor. Now, there are times to be resting, right? That is very important. You don't want to overtrain or over move, but you definitely need some level of movement, some level of muscle contractions throughout the day to get inflammation under control. Nature, just getting out in nature. I recommend getting out, if you can, barefoot, grass, dirt, sand, being exposed to the ground, the natural healing electromagnetic frequencies from the ground. They basically shower off our body's electromagnetic frequency, which reduces stress on our system, and that allows us to heal and adapt better. You can also go out in the woods. You can go for a hike out in the woods, and the trees are releasing a healthy electromagnetic frequency that's really helpful for your body. There's also essential oils, natural essential oils that come from plants. And when we're breathing them in, because we're out in nature, that's going to be really helpful for our system. That's going to help downregulate inflammation. Obviously you can get essential oils, and essential oils have been well documented to help bring down inflammation. And the reason why is because these are kind of natural scents that we would get in nature. And when we're out in the woods, when we're taking a hike on a mountain or whatever it is, we're being exposed to these things, and they have a calming effect on our system, really support the immune system, help modulate and balance the immune system. And so very key. Okay. And you can also have essential oils diffusing in your house. So you're breathing that in, right? Almost trying to mimic nature. Now, it's not quite the same as getting time in nature. You're not getting the change in the electromagnetic frequency, but at least you're getting these essential oils into your system, which calm and balance your nervous system, can help calm inflammation in general. So that's really key. Obviously, we talked about the sun exposure you get when you're in nature, reducing your toxin exposure. So doing your best to replace, whether it's, hygiene products that maybe have a lot of chemicals in them, just reducing your overall exposure to chemicals. If you're in a moldy home, getting out of that home, whatever you can to reduce the overall exposure to toxic chemicals, that's going to help improve your body's ability to adapt and function better. And then increasing nutrients, right? And so again, if you're deficient in nutrients, whether it's vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, amino acids, B vitamins, whatever it is, getting good quality nutrients in your body. Maybe it's antioxidants, right? In fact, we talked about NF-κB. Some of the best things to downregulate NF-κB are things like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, turmeric, or the active compound in turmeric, curcumin, which has been well studied to help downregulate NF-κB. And the higher the NF-κB is firing, the larger the dosage you may need to bring that down. Resveratrol, another compound that's been well studied to bring down NF-κB. Quercetin, another great compound for that. N-acetylcysteine, or anything that's going to help boost glutathione, another great thing to help bring down the NFKB. Even zinc, selenium, if you're deficient in those kind of compounds, they're going to help bring down NFKB. So getting the right nutrients on board as well, making sure that the food you're consuming is food that's going to help support your body, that your body responds well to. Very important for bringing down inflammation in general. So ultimately, to summarize that, inflammation is a life-saving process, but when the overall allostatic load on our body gets too much and we're not able to adapt, repair, and heal, we get stuck in what we call the cell danger response, which triggers this self-amplifying cycle of inflammation in our body. We've got to address it. It's not overly complicated. It's focusing on things basically that help to calm our nervous system and trigger compounds within our body, like human growth hormone, for example, and different anti-inflammatory pathways, different immune balancing pathways that bring inflammation down under control so we can then adapt, heal, and repair properly.